Hi guys, this is my recap and reaction to the Sister Wives Season 19 One-on-One Part 2. In this episode, Kody stares at Suki like a psycho, David and Kody might end up going on a guys trip, and Robyn gives absolutely nothing to this interview again. The episode starts with Suki doing some digging in with Janelle to see how she thinks Kody may have failed as a husband. And Janelle says that in their religion, you're supposed to at least try to be a good husband as much as appropriate to all the wives, even if obviously nothing can be 100% equal. And she feels like during the pandemic, Kody just threw his hands up, had a tantrum, and stopped trying. Christine backs this up by saying, if you see a man lose all his wives, she starts to think to herself, yeah, that's on him. It's a him problem. And yes, in this case, I think it is heavily a Kody problem. He just changed so much and probably gave up. Suki asks if Robyn cared about Janelle calling her the sacred cow in one of her confessionals, and she says, "Moo, I don't know." And Suki's follow-up question is a good question. She asks her point blank, "Do you think Kody has a bias when it comes to you?" And Robyn actually ponders to herself, probably thinks in her head, yeah, of course he does. But after thinking about it, she says, I don't think so. Okay, Robyn. Yeah, okay, that's ridiculous. It's interesting that she did say her and Kody's relationship was like on a higher level and they were trying to bring the relationships up or whatever, but there's no bias. Maybe someone needs to get Robyn a dictionary of what bias means. Just saying. So Robyn says she just wants people to keep her name out of their mouth, essentially. Obviously, not in those words, but Robyn thinks that they should focus on their own relationships. Robyn, I'm now convinced, either doesn't want to be on the show or thinks she's above the show, or she's trying to say the least. She doesn't want to create a headline. She doesn't want to anger fans more. But she's not giving anything. You're supposed to give something to the one-on-one. Janelle has a theory that she thinks Kody made himself more villainous to get the focus off of Robyn, which, I feel like that's not possible. Do you think he actually thought about it that far? And he just doesn't seem like someone who would plot this all. I think he's just becoming angry. I don't know. Kody, who is keeping in line with what Robyn is saying, says that Janelle should deal with the him and Janelle relationship and not bring Robyn into it. Suki then mentions, Christine thought that there was bias too. And Kody says, well, my response is, have a nice life. We're not good together, and who cares what broke us up? This segment is about if Kody preferred Robyn or, the bias thing. And everyone knows the truth, but they're dancing around it. I don't know. And Kody and Robyn are defensive. So Kody does not want to be called out about having a favorite wife, although we all know he had one. He says, listen, Suki, I want to shut you down now. And Suki's like, you can't shut me down. So it's like, I don't know. Suki clearly does not like Kody. You could just see it all over her face, but she has to deal with him. And he says, well, I don't have to give an answer. And he just kind of sits there like an elementary school boy. And he goes on this speech about how he's at fault too for the breakups, but seems like he doesn't really want to revisit the past anymore, but this is a one-on-one. You're supposed to talk about the past, so it's a catch-22. He also throws a jab that he's waiting for their accountability. Janelle says that she could be friendly with Kody, but she never was really close to Robyn and she doesn't like them. So there's that. Next, we talk about how cozy and fun Meri and Cody seemed together when he was helping her move in Utah. The flirtiness, the jokes, the crying, and the clip when Cody says that she's the favorite ex-wife. Cody wants to make it clear, though, that his body belongs to Robyn, by the way. And that's how he really defines himself now, like with Robyn. Robyn was not really offended by like the flirting or whatever between Meri and Cody. Lots of I don't knows coming from Robyn in this interview, actually. Who knows what she's even saying? Her answers are so wishy-washy. But she says something like, oh, she hadn't defined the boundaries yet, apparently, of what was appropriate or not with the ex-wives, or I don't know. Christine feels like when Cody says in the episode that, you know, this is the Meri I wish I was married to, she thinks that was crossing the line on him being a jerk, because as we know, there's really nothing more than Meri would have wanted than for it to all work out, and she stuck around so long. David thinks it's weird that Cody used the favorite ex-wife. Cody swears that his relationship with Meri was antagonistic for years and years, up to the day that he and Nathan were moving her, and then he cried and told her he'll walk her down the aisle, which was a crazy comment, let's be real. I forgot that he had said that, but honestly, could you imagine if that actually happened? Anyways, Christine is furious at how Cody behaved in that scene and suggests that Cody turn a mirror on himself while he's crying in that scene, because he's the reason the family went to you-know-what. Next, we talk about when Cody met David. And Cody says it was just super awkward to be around Christine after a long time and their kids. And also, he thought maybe he would be in the presence of a super handsome man, which I thought was a interesting comment. Ultimately, Cody says that he's excited for Christine to be in love because she'll then stop talking about him. And Suki says that's kind of a backhanded comment. Cody says that he actually enjoys watching the show where Christine and David, like the segments where Christine and David fall in love, which I would have thought he would have fast forwarded through that stuff, but no, he actually likes watching it. Cody says he's had conversations with David after they met, and he actually liked his company and thought maybe they could go on a guy's trip together. Suki mentions that to David, and David actually seems a little open to it, but he says there would have to be a few rules put in place, but he didn't go into it because those rules are between him and Cody. Suki now seems to be encouraging Cody to go on a double date with Christine, and she says, why don't you meet her where she's at? And she's like really pushing this, and it's kind of annoying me. Like, no, they don't want to go on a double date, and that's okay. Cody says something about Christine being undermining and just stops talking. There's the most awkward silence ever in humanity. Like, I don't know. It's like, and they just keep playing the tape. Like, they could have cut, but they just show. He's just not talking. And I mean, it is dead silence. Suki tries to ask more questions, and Cody just stares at her with a weird expression like a psycho. And more weirdness next episode. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, all those things, and I'll be back with more later.